issues that come with various kinds of testing. So we've talked about categories of testing. Now we're talking about what specimens are we gathering and testing. And what decisions you make here will help govern what decisions you are making when you decide what to do with that employee. And the law will look at these things, can look at these things differently. So if I were meeting with you individually as we're thinking about adopting it, we're looking at your policy, I would be asking you, what do you want to accomplish? Because different specimens will tell you different things. Breath, saliva or oral fluid, and blood all tell you about the current state of that person's body, and that will tell you about impairment because it's telling you what's going on right now in their body and what are we detecting in them. So that's a very immediate response. Urine, on the other hand, stores those metabolites for a much longer period of time, and that's that distinction. It looks back farther in time if you're trying to really detect, are they using at all? Because you're going to look farther back than that moment when you're looking at a urine specimen. You may be looking several weeks back to tell, I mean, that what's detected in the urine may be a usage from 2 weeks ago if it's lingering in the metabolites. And so urine is a longer look back, but by definition, the trade-off with that is that it's not telling you necessarily about current state. So it isn't telling you, a positive urine test for drugs will not tell you whether they're impaired or whether they're, quote, under the influence. And so that goes back to a policy drafting issue that I've mentioned before and we'll come back to. It's why in those drug testing policies, they'll talk about if we detect the presence of drugs illegally present in your body, rather than limiting ourselves to showing impairment or somebody's under the influence.